Let's talk about these old racist schools in Virginia. I used to live in Virginia, so the good old boy network never left that place. But there's this place, Shenandoah. Um, the two schools are going to rename. They bringing back two Confederate. They're bringing back Thomas Stonewall Jackson, which will be the high school, and Robert E. Lee Ashley Elementary. Two schools in Virginia want to bring back the Confederate names. Now, let you in on the story why this is happening and why this is still news and why names matter and everything matters. This is the hoodwink that these bigots do. See, and this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas. You can never put your foot on brakes with these racists. When George Floyd erupted, it was like an earthquake, a hurricane. It was a tide. Now, Ahmaud Ashbury, that kind of never really set off, and unfortunately, Breonna Taylor didn't. But George Floyd was like a flash wave. It was like, oh, oh. And for a minute, Confederate flags were being, these racist plaques were coming down. These genocide museums, these things were being broke. They shouldn't have been brought up in the first place. They shouldn't be here now. The military, all these bigots who will be walking with these Confederate flags and these busts and all this stuff, that stuff needs to be blown away. Because you lost. You lost the Confederacy. And who cares about second place? You lost. You got a big old L. So there is no heroics. You're a loser. Bums. And Virginia, like clockwork, the first state where slavery was initiated, and all the history, colonization, wouldn't they just, this is what they succumbed to bring those names back, 5-1, mind you. Now, what happens if there's another George Floyd episode or another episode in Virginia where something happens? You're going to have to, because they couldn't wait. This racist, beady-eyed devils couldn't wait to get back, because you're messing up with our history, our heritage, our racist past. We got to hold on to it by any means. Because God forbid we actually have to acknowledge how racist we were, which wasn't that long ago, and why we're hanging on to this Confederate rebel flag of losers who lost. In sports, we always talk about who cares about second place. These racist bigots do. They can't let it go. They got it bad. They hang on for dear life. Somehow, if they hang on to those busts and those museums and those lies, and they want to teach this to kids. Now, they said we don't want to be woke. We don't want to teach black history, but we want to teach these racist bigot history, which they lost, and need to tell the truth, what they were fighting for. But it wasn't for the betterment of all people who were United States citizens or enslaved ones. Keep it a full thou. They don't keep it a full thou. But you see, what happens, these bigots can't wait to get back and undo, because it's like, okay, the coast is clear. We don't really care about black folk. We're going to go back and do what we do. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shit review if you like, and I'm out. Peace.